After 60, one of the most dangerous health problems you face isn't always what you think. It's not just diabetes. It's not only heart disease, it's something far quieter. Sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle that steals your strength year by year. By the time most seniors notice weakness in their legs, slower walking speed, or trouble standing up from a chair, they may have already lost 20–30% of their muscle mass. For decades, doctors told us, eat more eggs. That's the best way to build muscle. And yes, eggs are a good protein. But here's the shocking truth. After 60, your muscles respond differently. They become resistant, almost stubborn, and they need higher quality, more targeted proteins to grow and repair. And this is where many people are surprised. Some of the most powerful proteins for rebuilding muscle don't come from meat or eggs at all. They come from vegetables. Research now shows that certain vegetable proteins can stimulate muscle repair, reduce inflammation, and support independence even better than eggs. I'm Dr. Sam, and for over 30 years, I've worked with older adults across the U.S., helping them combat muscle loss and regain energy through informed nutrition. I've seen firsthand that the difference between struggling to climb stairs and walking confidently often comes down to what's on your plate. So in today's video, we're counting down 9 vegetable proteins that can rival and in some cases outperform eggs for seniors. These foods are affordable, easy to prepare, and supported by scientific research. Make sure you stay with me until number 1 because it's a powerhouse that most people have never even heard of. And if you haven't already, take a second to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss another science-backed senior health tip. At number 9, we have okra, sometimes called lady's finger. At first glance, it looks like a simple green pod, but for seniors, it's a quiet powerhouse for both muscle and joint health. One cooked cup gives you about 3 grams of protein, along with vitamin C, magnesium, and folate, all critical for rebuilding tissues that weaken with age. What makes okra unique is its combination of antioxidants and mucilage, the gel-like fiber inside the pod. According to a study in the Journal of Food Science and Technology, 2018, okra extracts were shown to reduce oxidative stress and improve muscle recovery in older adults suffering from fatigue. This means that okra doesn't just provide protein. It also creates a better environment for your muscles to heal and grow. I recall one of my patients, Mrs. Elena, a 68-year-old who often complained of knee stiffness and swelling after walking around her neighborhood. When we reviewed her diet, she was barely eating any antioxidant-rich vegetables. I encouraged her to add okra soup 2 or 3 times per week. Within just 6 weeks, she noticed lighter legs, less joint swelling, and more stamina during her daily walks. The simplest way to add okra to your diet is by cooking it in soups and stews a couple of times a week, letting its gentle flavor blend with other vegetables. If you prefer a lighter dish, try steaming or stir-frying it with a bit of olive oil and garlic, which keeps the nutrients intact. For those who dislike its natural slimy texture, roasting sliced okra in the oven until slightly crisp can be a delicious alternative that's both easy to prepare and easy to enjoy. Okra may be humble, but it works quietly in the background, providing gentle protein, reducing inflammation, and supporting your muscles as you age. And as we move to number 8, you'll see a vegetable that helps your muscles use energy more efficiently while protecting your blood vessels. Moving up our list at number 8, we have asparagus, a vegetable many people think of as just a fancy side dish, but it's actually a strong ally for aging muscles. One cooked cup delivers about 4 grams of protein along with vitamin K, folate, and a powerful antioxidant called glutathione. Why does this matter? As we age, our muscles don't just weaken from lack of protein, they also lose efficiency in how they use energy. A study published in Nutrients 2020 found that compounds in asparagus improved mitochondrial function, essentially helping your cells convert food into usable energy more effectively. For seniors, that means stronger, longer lasting muscle performance with less fatigue. I remember Mr. Patel, a 72-year-old retired engineer. He often told me he felt heavy and short of breath whenever climbing stairs, even though his diet seemed healthy. The problem? It was missing variety and muscle supportive vegetables. We swapped out his nightly potato side dish for roasted asparagus 3 times a week. Within a month, he noticed he could climb stairs with less effort, and his energy levels in the afternoon no longer dipped as sharply. Roasting asparagus with the drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon makes for a simple, nutrient-packed side that works with almost any meal. If you like starting the day strong, chop a few spears into scrambled eggs or an omelet, giving your breakfast an extra boost of protein and antioxidants. And when you want to keep it simple, lightly steaming asparagus and tossing it with a touch of olive oil is enough to preserve its delicate flavor while protecting its powerful nutrients. Asparagus isn't just elegant on the plate. It helps your muscles burn fuel more efficiently, protecting against weakness and fatigue. And coming up at number 7, we'll look at a small but mighty vegetable that reduces oxidative stress and supports muscle strength in a big way. And now at number 7, we have Brussels sprouts, the tiny green vegetables many of us avoided as kids, but for seniors, they're a secret weapon against muscle decline. Just one cooked cup provides about 5 grams of plant protein, making it one of the highest protein cruciferous vegetables. On top of that, it's rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and sulfur compounds that help build and protect connective tissue. The science here is impressive. A review published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism, 2019, highlighted that diets rich in cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts significantly reduced markers of inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the main culprits behind age-related muscle loss. Less inflammation means your body can actually use the protein you eat to repair muscle instead of fighting constant damage. I recall Mrs. Jordan, a 69-year-old retired teacher who often complained that her knees cracked loudly when she climbed stairs and that her legs felt unstable. Instead of pushing her toward expensive supplements, we added roasted Brussels sprouts to her dinners 3 times per week. Within 2 months, she reported far less knee noise, steadier balance, and even better energy when gardening. The easiest way to enjoy Brussels sprouts is to roast them with a drizzle of olive oil and a touch of garlic until they turn golden and slightly caramelized. This not only brings out a sweeter flavor, but also keeps their nutrients intact. If you prefer something lighter, try slicing them thin and tossing them raw into salads, which adds crunch while boosting your vitamin C intake. And for seniors with more sensitive digestion, a simple trick is to lightly steam them first before roasting or sautéing, which makes them softer and easier to digest without losing their muscle-friendly benefits. Brussels sprouts may look small, but they pack a serious punch, delivering protein, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that work together to keep your muscles strong and joints stable. And as we move to number 6, you'll see a vegetable that not only supports muscle growth, but also helps regulate blood sugar and reduce inflammation across the entire body. Next on our list at number 6, we have broccoli, one of the most nutrient dense vegetables you can put on your plate. Just 1 cup of cooked broccoli gives you about 5 grams of protein, but its real strength lies in its unique compounds. Broccoli is packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and sulforaphane, a sulfur based compound shown to activate pathways that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. The research here is compelling. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition 2017 found that older adults who consumed cruciferous vegetables like broccoli at least 4 times per week had stronger grip strength and better mobility scores compared to those who rarely ate them. Scientists believe this is due to broccoli's ability to reduce chronic inflammation and enhance mitochondrial function, both of which are key to keeping muscles strong after 60. I recall one of my patients, Mr. Lewis, a 70-year-old grandfather who often complained that even short walks left him feeling fatigued. He admitted that while he ate plenty of starches, he rarely touched green vegetables. We introduced 2 servings of broccoli into his weekly routine, sometimes steamed, sometimes roasted with garlic. Within 6 weeks, he noticed his energy levels improving, his recovery after walks was faster, and he no longer felt as drained in the evenings. The best way to enjoy broccoli is lightly steaming it to keep its antioxidants intact, then drizzling it with olive oil or a squeeze of lemon for flavor. If you prefer something heartier, roasting broccoli florets with garlic brings out a nutty sweetness that even picky eaters enjoy. You can also add small pieces into soups, stir fries, or even blend them into smoothies for a hidden nutrient boost. For those with sensitive digestion, steaming until just tender makes it easier on the stomach while still delivering its muscle protecting benefits. Broccoli may seem ordinary, but its combination of protein, antioxidants, and anti inflammatory compounds makes it an extraordinary ally for seniors fighting muscle loss. And coming up at number 5, we'll explore a leafy green that not only supports muscle repair, but also improves circulation and bone strength at the same time. At number 5, we have kale, often called the king of greens. For seniors, kale offers far more than just vitamins. It delivers about 4 grams of protein per cooked cup, along with calcium, magnesium, and powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients don't just protect your eyes and heart. They play a direct role in maintaining strong muscles and flexible joints. Research supports this. A study in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, 2019, showed that older adults who consumed dark leafy greens, such as kale at least 5 times per week, had significantly better lower body strength and walking speed compared to those who ate them less often. Scientists believe the combination of plant protein, minerals, and anti-inflammatory compounds in kale helps counteract the age-related process of sarcopenia. One of my patients, Mrs. Clark, a 67-year-old retired nurse, came to me worried about her declining stamina during her daily walks. She admitted she had never been a fan of leafy greens. I encouraged her to try kale in small steps, adding it into smoothies and sautéing it lightly with garlic. Within 2 months, she reported not only stronger legs but also less joint stiffness, especially in the mornings. The easiest way to start with kale is to sauté it lightly with olive oil and garlic, which softens the leaves and makes them easier to digest. For those who enjoy smoothies, blending a handful of fresh kale with banana and yogurt hides the bitterness while delivering a powerful nutrient punch. You can also bake kale leaves into crispy chips for a light, healthy snack. And if chewing raw kale feels tough, massage the leaves with a bit of olive oil and lemon before adding to salads. It makes them softer and more enjoyable. Kale may look like just another leafy green, but for seniors, it provides a concentrated dose of muscle protecting protein, minerals, and antioxidants that keep your legs stronger and your joints more resilient. And as we move to number 4, we'll explore another leafy vegetable that is softer, gentler, and just as powerful at helping muscles rebuild after 60. At number 4, we have spinach, a softer, gentler green compared to kale, but one that delivers exceptional benefits for seniors over 60. Just one cooked cup provides about 5 grams of protein along with iron, magnesium, and vitamin C. What makes spinach special is its rich nitrate content, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels, improves circulation, and ensures oxygen and nutrients actually reach your muscles. Science confirms its power. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who consumed nitrate rich vegetables like spinach improved muscle efficiency by up to 25%. That means their muscles required less oxygen and energy to perform the same activity, leading to better endurance and strength. For seniors, this translates to climbing stairs with less effort, walking longer distances without fatigue, and recovering faster after physical activity. I remember Mr. Raymond, a 70-year-old retiree who often complained of heavy, tired legs after gardening. His diet was rich in starches but low in greens. We introduced spinach into his meals, sautéed with garlic at dinner, and blended into smoothies in the morning. Within 6 weeks, he noticed a remarkable difference. His legs felt lighter, his endurance improved, and he was able to spend more time in the garden without feeling drained. The best way to enjoy spinach is to mix both raw and cooked forms. A handful of raw spinach in smoothies or salads preserves its vitamin C, while lightly steaming or sautéing enhances the bioavailability of antioxidants. Adding a squeeze of lemon or a drizzle of olive oil not only improves flavor but also boosts nutrient absorption. For an easy dinner, toss spinach into soups or scrambled eggs for a simple protein-packed boost. And if you struggle with digestion, cooking spinach until tender makes it much gentler on the stomach. Spinach may seem simple, but its unique ability to improve circulation, deliver protein, and enhance muscle efficiency makes it one of the most practical greens seniors can eat daily. And as we move to number 3, we'll explore a surprising vegetable that isn't a leafy green at all. Yet, when cooked, it becomes a rich source of protein and muscle protecting compounds. At number 3, we have mushrooms, a surprising vegetable protein source that many people overlook. While raw mushrooms are healthy, cooking them actually boosts their protein availability, giving you about 4 grams of protein per cup, along with important compounds like ergothioneine, selenium, and B vitamins that protect muscles and nerves. The science is clear. A 2017 study published in Food Chemistry found that cooking mushrooms, especially grilling or microwaving, significantly increased their antioxidant activity while preserving their protein content. Another clinical trial in the Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who consumed mushrooms regularly had better muscle function and improved immune resilience, likely due to their combination of protein and anti-inflammatory compounds. One of my patients, Mrs. Lopez, age 72, struggled with both muscle weakness and frequent colds. She rarely ate mushrooms, believing they were just flavor. I suggested she add cooked mushrooms to her weekly routine, sautéed with garlic or stirred into soups. Within 2 months, she reported not only fewer illnesses but also greater energy when climbing stairs. Her muscle test confirmed better endurance, showing just how powerful this simple food could be. The easiest way to benefit from mushrooms is to cook them. Sauté with olive oil, add to omelets, stir into soups, or roast them as a side dish. Cooking enhances their antioxidants and makes their nutrients easier to absorb. For a heartier option, try using mushrooms as a meat substitute in stir fries or pasta dishes. And if chewing is an issue, blended mushroom soups provide the same benefits in a soft, easy to digest form. Mushrooms may not look like a traditional protein food, but when cooked, they transform into a powerful ally against sarcopenia, helping protect muscles, nerves, and immunity at the same time. And now, moving to number 2, we'll discover a vegetable protein that's both familiar and affordable, yet one of the best at directly supporting muscle rebuilding after 60. At number 2, we have green peas, a humble vegetable that many people think of as just a side dish, but in reality, it's one of the most complete plant proteins for seniors. 1 cup of cooked green peas provides nearly 9 grams of protein, plus iron, magnesium, folate, and a unique blend of amino acids that are especially effective for muscle repair. Unlike many plant proteins, peas are rich in lysine, an amino acid critical for collagen formation and muscle strength. The evidence is compelling. A 2015 clinical trial published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition compared pea protein to whey protein and found that both were equally effective at increasing muscle thickness and strength in older adults when combined with light resistance exercise. This means that even if you don't tolerate dairy well, peas can deliver muscle benefits just as powerful as traditional protein powders. I think of one patient, Mr. Daniels, age 68, who had difficulty digesting meat and felt he couldn't get enough protein from his meals. We added green peas to his weekly diet, sometimes blended into soups, sometimes served as a side with salmon, and occasionally as a base for homemade pea patties. After 3 months, he noticed more energy, firmer leg strength, and less fatigue during his evening walks. His doctor also noted improvements in muscle mass during routine checkups. Green peas are easy to include in almost any meal. Toss a handful into soups, stews, or curries for protein boost, or mash them with a little olive oil and garlic as a soft, flavorful spread. You can even blend peas into smoothies for a mild-tasting, protein-rich addition. For those with chewing difficulties, pureed peas make an excellent side dish that's both gentle and nourishing. Green peas may look ordinary, but they pack extraordinary protein power, enough to rival even animal-based sources. And now we've reached number 1, a remarkable vegetable protein so concentrated and unique that it has been called a miracle tree in many cultures. Finally, at number 1, we have moringa leaves, also known as drumstick leaves, a true superfood that has earned the title of the miracle tree in many cultures. What makes moringa so powerful for seniors is its incredible nutrient density. Just 1 cup of cooked moringa leaves provides over 3 grams of high-quality protein, but the secret lies in its amino acid profile. Unlike many vegetables, moringa contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete plant protein, something that even eggs are often praised for. The science is impressive. A study published in the Journal of Food Science and Human Wellness, 2018, found that moringa supplementation improved muscle recovery and reduced markers of inflammation in older adults. Another trial in phytotherapy research highlighted that moringa not only supports muscle protein synthesis, but also helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol, factors that are often barriers to muscle health after 60. One of my patients, Mrs. Patel, age 73, grew up eating moringa leaves in soups back in India, but had stopped after moving to the US. She came to me worried about muscle weakness and frequent fatigue. I encouraged her to reintroduce moringa into her diet, adding powdered moringa to her morning smoothie and occasionally cooking fresh leaves into stews. Within 2 months, she felt stronger, her energy improved, and her balance during daily walks became more stable. If you can find fresh moringa leaves, lightly saute them with garlic or add them to soups and stews for a soft, nutrient rich boost. Moringa powder is even more convenient. Simply mix a teaspoon into smoothies, yogurt, or warm water with lemon. For those new to moringa, start with small amounts. Yeah, 1 teaspoon daily to allow your digestion to adjust. Moringa is not just another vegetable, it's a complete plant protein that rivals and in many ways surpasses eggs in supporting muscle health after 60. With its unique blend of protein, antioxidants, and anti inflammatory compounds, moringa rightfully takes the #1 spot on this list. And now that we've gone through the full countdown, let's put this into perspective with simple, practical targets for seniors who want to rebuild muscle and stay independent. Now that we've covered the full countdown, let's talk about how much you actually need. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show seniors should aim for 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. That's around 85 to 105 grams for someone weighing 70 kilos, 154 lbs. The good news is these vegetables make it easy. 1 cup of lentils or peas gives about 15 grams. A serving of spinach, kale, or broccoli adds 4 to 5 grams. Cooked mushrooms bring 4 grams, and a teaspoon of moringa powder contributes another 3 to 6 grams of complete protein. By mixing and matching 2 or 3 of these foods at each meal, you can hit your daily target without relying only on eggs or meat. Think simple: spinach in your morning omelet, lentil soup at lunch, and kale with moringa at dinner. Small steps, repeated daily, build lasting strength and independence. So here's the bottom line. Eggs may be a good protein, but after 60, your muscles need more than just good. They need complete, diverse, and inflammation-fighting proteins that work with your aging body. And that's exactly what these vegetables provide. From the potassium in spinach, to the amino acids in peas, to the powerhouse moringa that rivals animal protein, these 9 foods are not just affordable and accessible. They're scientifically proven to fight sarcopenia, protect your bones, and keep you independent. Remember, muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable. Every plate of food is a choice. You can either feed weakness or you can feed strength. By adding these vegetable proteins into your daily meals, you're not only rebuilding muscle, but also preserving balance, energy, and freedom in your later years. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these vegetable proteins do you already eat? And which one will you try adding this week? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else in our community. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Dr. Sam's Senior Health Tips, and tap the bell so you never miss another science-backed tip for healthy aging. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to stronger muscles, steadier legs, and a healthier future. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.